Hey everyone, how are you? It's been really rainy here the last couple of days. We've been getting record fall of water, rain, incredible amount. Actually in one day, 11 centimeters. The Kinneret, Sea of Galilee rose. So that's incredible. Look at those clouds, those cool clouds behind me. And they're just full of rain. So thank God so much. And so it's a blessing. So it's the first time I'm getting out. I like to take a daily walk. Really important for all levels. Mental, physical, emotional. Just getting out is super important. So since it's been so rainy, I didn't get a chance to do a Facebook Live. And here we are. Figured no better time than now. So whether or not you've been able to join live or not, that's cool. That's not the point. I have a great idea, a great concept that I wanted to share with you. And that I learned yesterday actually from my great-great-grandfather called the Chida, Rabbi Chaim David Yosef Azulai, who was a great mystic, traveler, historian, etc. And so he shares the following idea regarding the letters of the Torah. Now we know that we've got the middle of the Torah, right? But what is the middle of the Torah? Middle of the Torah in what? In letters, in words, in verses. And so there's three middles of the Torah. The first middle of the Torah is, car behind me. Thanks for that. So the first mirror of the Torah, check out those roads. Yeah, Tzfat roads, not meant for cars that much, but it is. So the middle of the Torah in letters is the letter Vav. Letter Vav of Gachon, of walking on your stomach, and it's referring to the snake that is crawling on the stomach, and the Vav of Gachon is the middle of the Torah in letters. We'll get to that in a second. Middle of the Torah in words is Darosh, Darash. That Moses, in an incredible episode, I did a webinar on that. We had an amazing class on this concept. It's the root of the oral Torah, Darosh, Darash. Moshe went ahead and wanted to deeply examine what was going on. That's the middle of the Torah in words, okay? Ready for this? Middle of the Torah in verses, and there's a certain way of understanding that, is the Gimel of V'itgalach. Hey, welcome. We're just talking about the middle of the Torah in verses, in words, and in letters, okay? Middle of the Torah, the Chida says in letters. Why? That's the letter Vav. And it teaches us that the letter Vav is the letter that's associated with the sixth day of creation, which is 6 days created for man, essentially. And what was given on the sixth day of Sivan, the Torah. And we've got the what we call the 6 dimensions, he calls, of the Zer Anpin, which are the root of the written Torah. And the 6 is a 6 Mishnah that's standing on the 6 pillars. And so he goes on that. And essentially the letter Vav, Kabbalistically, is the letter which has to do with the written Torah. The letter Hey is the oral Torah. So we've got the Vav of the entire Torah is this letter, is a letter of Gachon. Now why is it the serpent or the snake? So he says that's the idea of rising all the way down. The Torah descends all the way down to this world. But then right after the letter Vav, we've got the long letter Nun, which has to do with the drawing down. And Gachon literally means stomach. So what takes people away from their connection to Torah, really, to spirituality, to themselves, the letter Vav? It's being involved with their stomachs. Thinking about what? Food, seafood. See whatever they see and eat it. And there's food, right? So most people, that's their big thing. I mean, for us guys, let's just be honest. When we're hungry, we can't talk to anyone else. We'll take a bite out of them. We're just ravenous, right? And me included. So So the letter gachon, when we are so enraptured with our stomachs, so then that brings us down to forget the Torah. So we've got the letter vav, is that connecting between the two parts of the parts of the written Torah, the letter vav. And again, what detracts us is that nun, is that stomach. Okay, next idea, okay? Good, sounds good, right? Now, middle of the Torah in words is darosh, darash. That Moses went ahead and he studied. And the letters is darosh, he inquired, and then inquired again. So here, the Chida says something so beautiful. The Chida says, even though there were things that were darosh, that were learnt back by the greats, so many generations are studying the depths of the Torah, and imagine how much greatness. So one could say, me? Who am I to even think of these concepts or to go any further? What else is left for me? So that's what he says, darosh, darash, that he inquired and inquired again. And that's the second word, that every single person in creation that exists, that's alive, is able to go ahead and to bring newness, to novelty, something that's unique about them. So then we've got also a concept that he says is that darosh is the beginning of, in my life, that I went ahead and I did great things. And this is talking about to all of you seniors in either in years or in mind frame. Sometimes you could have the youngest people that are 70, 80, 90. They're younger than current 15-year-olds that have had such a hard life of some sort. And so being old is not necessarily in years. It's in a mind frame. So he says that in your early years, you did all these incredible things. You inquired, you brought novelty, you served, etc. So now darash, you got to go on to in your older years, you've got to do the same. You got to go ahead and serve in the latter part of your years. So beautiful, darosh, darash, and that's the middle of the Torah in words, teaching us that it's all about the future. It's all about what we could continue to do, and it's not just of the past. And then we've got the gimel of gachon, and that gimel actually is the middle of the Torah in verses once again, somehow learnt, and that has to do with gomel dalim, gimel daled. We've got the middle of the Torah in words, that's daled, in middle of the Torah in verses. So that stands for being merciful. That ultimately the Torah is about being merciful and bringing mercy, bringing goodness to the world, bringing light to the world, and bringing positivity. And so that's the middle of the Torah in verses. So there you go, something that I found very inspirational. What is the middle of the Torah? What it means is what does it mean to bind heaven and earth? What does it mean to be continuously productive and serve always, never stop serving? And it's all about perpetuating goodness. So that's my concept of the day, and I hope you enjoyed. Check out our site, livekabbalah.com. Awesome things going on there, and I hope to share again really soon. Okay, many blessings to everyone. And if you haven't had a chance yet, we've got a webinar going on, Intro to Kabbalah webinar from the holy city of Tzfat. We're on the second class, and many blessings. All right, guys, peace.